The thunder rolled low over the Houston skyline that night, the kind of deep, rumbling growl that makes you pause and wonder what's coming. But the real storm had been building for years inside my own house, quiet and patient, wearing the faces of the people I loved most. My name is Marcus Hale. I'm 66 now, carrying scars from more than just the fall that almost killed me. I started at 17 on my uncle's crew in Galveston, salt winds stinging my eyes, arms burning from swinging a rivet gun all day under a sun that never let up. Uncle Joe was a big man with a bigger voice and a limp he earned from a 20-foot drop he still cursed about. One afternoon, during a water break when my shirt was soaked through and my hands were blistered raw, he grabbed my shoulder and looked me dead in the eye. "Marcus," he said, voice rough as broken concrete. "Everything lives or dies by the base. Weak footing, weak building. Inspect twice, trust once, and never, never cut corners on what holds the whole damn thing up." Those words sank into me like rebar into fresh concrete. They followed me through every job, every promotion. Every night I lay awake wondering if the next bid would make or break us. By my late 20s, Thorn and Hale Constructs was no longer just a name on a truck door. We started small, warehouses on the edge of town, strip malls along the highways, then climbed. Office parks in Austin with clean lines and lots of glass. Mid-rises in Dallas that caught the morning light like mirrors. Eventually high-rises that changed the Houston skyline and made people stop and look up. Clara was with me from the beginning. High school sweetheart, the girl who laughed at my terrible jokes and believed in me when the bank wouldn't even give me the time of day. We married young in a little chapel with folding chairs and wildflowers she picked herself that morning. She sketched house designs on diner napkins while we split one basket of fries and dreamed out loud about the life we'd build. When Sophia came along, a tiny, fierce baby with her mother's curls and my determined stare, Clara set her drafting table aside without hesitation. "I've got the home front," she told me, kissing my cheek as I headed out before dawn. "You go build the empire." I promised her I'd make every sacrifice worth it. And I poured everything into keeping that promise. Clara wanted for nothing. When Sophia started kindergarten and Clara said she wanted to try interior design, I didn't blink. I wrote a $140,000 check. Custom home office with imported drafting tables, professional software that could render entire rooms in photorealistic 3D, even a part-time assistant, so she wouldn't drown in emails and invoices. The business never really caught fire. Sporadic kitchen remodels, a lobby refresh here, a bedroom suite there, but I never made her feel like a failure. "Take your time, love," I'd say, wrapping my arms around her waist while she stared at sketches that never quite became reality. Instead, I kept the support flowing. Annual luxury retreats to Tuscany and Bali, each one $90,000 or more, private villas with infinity pools overlooking vineyards, guided wine tastings that left her stories full of inspiration, spa days that turned her skin golden and soft. Cars rotated through the garage like seasons. First a sleek BMW convertible for those winding coastal drives, then a Porsche Cayenne for practicality with style, finally that $200,000 black Cadillac Escalade she treated like royalty. Custom rims, booming sound system, tinted windows that made her feel untouchable. She'd pull up to brunch or charity events, and heads would turn. At night she'd curl into me, whisper, "You're my rock, Marcus," and I believed every syllable. Sophia grew into a woman who carried the best of us. Clara's warmth, my grit. She married Derek Voss at 28 in a hill country vineyard wedding that felt like a movie scene. Derek was all charm, quick smile, firm handshake, always talking about the next big flip that would change everything. Their twins, Noah and Lily, 12 and 10 now, became my heartbeat. Noah wanted to know exactly how skyscrapers stayed standing. He'd trail me around sites in a tiny hard hat that kept slipping over his eyes, asking a million questions. Lily drew towers that touched the clouds, crayons flying as she added rooftop pools for the birds to swim in. I gave them the $380,000 house in the Woodlands without a second thought. 5 bedrooms, home theater, backyard pool with a waterfall the kids practically lived in all summer. When Derek's deal started collapsing, bad timing, worse partners, market turning ugly, I cover $130,000 in bridge loans, no interest, no deadline, just a handshake over barbecue, and family sticks together, son. Sophia dreamed of opening a wellness boutique, yoga classes, essential oils, that whole peaceful vibe. I wired $95,000 for the lease, the inventory, even threw in a launch party with influencers snapping photos under fairy lights and sipping herbal tea. Our family trips became the things people envied on social media. Maldives, overwater villas where dolphins swam right up to the deck at breakfast. Swiss chalets with roaring fires after powder days on the slopes. Kenyan safaris under endless stars. Lions roaring, so close the canvas walls vibrated. And then the grand finale. Summer 2025, 20 days on a private yacht through the Greek Isles. Helipad transfers to hidden coves, Michelin star dinners on deck, Santorini sunsets that looked painted, Mykonos beaches where the twins built sandcastles taller than themselves. Social media overflowed, Clara radiant in white linen, hashtag eternal bliss, Sophia and Derek stealing kisses at sunset, hashtag soulmates forever, Noah and Lily giggling in oversized life vests, hashtag Hale adventures. I posted one too, arm around Clara, smiling wide, hashtag built to last. I thought we built something unbreakable, but foundations crack long before anyone hears the groan. It started small, the way rot does. Clara's phone became her secret world. Always face down, notifications silenced, passcode changed just because. Late night texts lit her face in the dark. She'd smile softly, then snap it shut when I stirred. Old design friends catching up, she'd say, eyes flicking away. Errands stretched into full evenings. She'd come home smelling of perfume I hadn't bought, stories about traffic or running into someone that never quite lined up. Sophia's calls grew shorter and less money was involved. Papa, the boutique needs a little help this month. Derek's sure things kept needing one more infusion. I pushed the doubts down deep, kept writing checks, convinced myself love meant carrying the weight without complaint. Then July 19th, 2025 came and changed everything. 80 stories up on our flagship Houston tower. Wind howling like a warning. I was triple-checking a weld the subcontractor swore was perfect. It wasn't. The tie-off snapped like a gunshot. I fell 35 feet, slammed into lower scaffolding, then hit concrete. Legs pulverized, pelvis fractured, ribs spearing my lung, blood flooding my mouth, sky spinning black. Crew screaming my name as darkness swallowed me. I coded twice in the ambulance. ICU swallow me whole. Machines breathing for me. Pain like fire that never quit. I asked for Clara. The nurse's face told me before her mouth did. Hospital notes later confirmed. Critical condition. Come now. Clara's reply. Yacht leaves in hours. $28,000 non-refundable. He'll pull through. Then the notifications hit my phone like shrapnel. Clara on deck in a sundress. Cocktail raised. Hashtag island escape. Sophia and Derek toasting champagne at sunset. Hashtag unwind time. Noah and Lily splashing in the infinity pool. Hashtag family fun. Sophia's caption. Papa's our hero. Get well soon. 2 hearts. I lay there, ventilator hissing, scrolling through their vacation while pneumonia burned my lungs. Clara tagging Julian Reyes, a yacht broker, 42, arm around her waist in every photo, candlelit dinners, slow dances, stolen kisses under string lights. Sophia liking them all, commenting, Mom looks so happy. From that bed, I call Harlan, my accountant since the beginning. Pull everything. The report arrived encrypted, a digital demolition charge, $280,000 siphoned over 4 years. Fake invoices from Clara's consultancy, transfers to Derek's shell companies, $9,200 to a divorce attorney in Austin. Emails laid it bare. Sophia urging, Mom, move before he locks in the trust. Clara replying, he's married to work, not us. Time we chose ourselves. Julian's name everywhere. The affair started on a retreat I paid for. Forged power of attorney, trying to reroute shares. Derek leaking bid info to competitors, costing me contracts. They weren't just abandoning me. They were dismantling my life's work while I fought for every breath. Rage came cold and surgical. I froze every account mid-cruise. Cards declined at bars, boutiques, spas. Voicemails flooded in. Clara furious. "Fix this, you tyrant." Sophia sobbing. "Papa, we're stranded, help." I let them sit. Locks changed on the memorial house. Cameras installed. Clara came back raging, pounding the gate. I met her on crutches. "You chose an affair and stolen money over me dying. Get off my property." She screamed she felt trapped. That Julian made her feel alive again. I told her alive? I died twice alone. Enjoy your choices. Divorce and fraud suits landed hard. Papers served on the yacht. Photos of the envelope on her lounger leaked to Houston circles. Scandal spread like wildfire. Suppliers blackballed her fake business. IRS audits hit with penalties. Her attempt to smear me with doctored texts backfired. Her forgeries became felony charges. Sophia broke quickest. Derek fled to Miami with what cash remained, ghosting her. She showed up at rehab, eyes hollow. "I was manipulated, Papa. The twins need you." I said, "You orchestrated it. Sell the house. Pay it back." The mansion auctioned for pennies. She moved to a leaking duplex in Fort Worth. Waitressing nights, hands cracked, pride gone. Boutique closed. Lost primary custody. After admitting in court, she ignored my crisis for vacation. Therapy forced her to face it. We torched everything for nothing. Clara's fall dragged out slow and painful. Judge called it predatory. Alimony slashed to $18,000 a year. House foreclosed. She ended in an Arlington trailer beside the highway. Trucks roaring past. Probation requiring trash pickup and weekly check-ins. Reception job at a cheap design firm. Former friends pretending not to see her. Julian vanished. Now slinging rentals in Key West. Charm faded. Flings ending when they Google him. Clara's late-night voicemails grew slurred. "I'm broke, Marcus." I stopped listening. Derek's Miami dream collapsed. Stolen money gone on bad bets and bars. Couch surfing, then burger flipping. Alone on holidays staring at old photos. The twins became my light. Partial guardianship won. Summers at my Austin ranch. Building tree houses. Telling tower stories under stars. Their questions came soft. "Why did Grammy leave you hurt? Why is Mommy sad now?" I answered gently. "Greed blinds people, but love rebuilds. Always." I sold 70% of the company for $10.8 million. Started a foundation mentoring at-risk kids in trades. Real futures from real work. Elena, my rehab nurse, sharp, steady, no illusions, became my partner. Hikes in Big Bend, porch sunsets, quiet drives. No extravagance needed. They chased illusions and landed in ruins they built themselves. I rebuilt stronger, colder where I had to be, warmer where it truly matters. Phew, what a story. If it hit you hard, drop "rebuilt" in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. Please subscribe for more raw revenge tales. Your support keeps this channel standing tall. See you next time.